From data gathered last year, a new report has found that the Netherlands is the best country in Europe to live for healthcare. Dutch people, always so perfect.
Yeah.
This is the 2014 Euro Health Consumer Index. It ranked 37 countries according to patient rights and information disclosure, accessibility and waiting times for treatment, outcomes, the range of services offered, illness prevention and access to pharmaceuticals. In other words, everything. And the top score possible was 1,000 points, and the Netherlands achieved 898. They were number one, closely followed by the United Kingdom. Closely followed by Switzerland, who came second, followed by the United Kingdom. Followed by Norway, who was third. And our magnificent health service was a creditable fourth. No! Wasn't even fourth. Finland was fourth. And Denmark was fifth. And then Belgium. And Iceland. Luxembourg. Germany. Austria. France. Sweden. Portugal. And then us in 14th place in Europe.
Fabulous.
Not 14th place in the world, the 14th best health service in Europe. And this is the thing that people are desperate to keep exactly as it is, because, you know, it's practically perfect in every way. And every time we have a conversation about this, please, let me stop you before you run to the phone. I will preempt the call that says, oh, well, my heart was bursting out my chest. And I went to the NHS and they were so fantastic. I went into the NHS to have my blood sugar checked and they took me leg off. But they were wonderful. 14th in Europe. Abysmal. It is. It's embarrassing, is what it is. Scotland was even worse than we are. 2 places below England. A recent NHS survey of more than 1 million patients published last month found that almost 11% of them were unable to get an appointment to see a GP the last time they tried. Unable. They couldn't do it. Over 10%. I just tried myself. I was told that there were no appointments for 3 weeks. What? That was exactly what I said. 3 weeks. I could not see a doctor, a GP. And this is the gate holder. This is the guy that I've got to see in order to see somebody. In other countries, you just get to see, you get to walk in straight to the specialist. If you've got something wrong with your lug hole, then you go to an ear specialist. You don't have to go to a GP first who points you in the direction of an ear specialist. You just get to go straight there, thereby saving you time and effort and money. But not here, where red tape piles on red tape. I called up the GP. I said, when can I see him? And he said, in 3 weeks. I couldn't believe it. And in 3 weeks, my appointment was at 7 a.m.
What?
7 in the morning. And I didn't have a choice about that. I could either come then or not at all. Our excellent NHS, working for patients. It's abysmal. And if people can't see their GP, they go to accident and emergency departments and they sit around there on hard plastic chairs for 4 hours to see a junior doctor who isn't there because they're busy striking for time and a half on Saturdays. NHS. Desperate to keep it just the way it is because it's practically perfect in every way. The Netherlands has been in the top 3 countries in each report published since 2005. It's not hard. The Dutch are doing it. The latest one said the Netherlands had addressed their one weak spot, accessibility, by setting up 160 primary care centres which have open surgeries 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Meanwhile, junior doctors are whining and moaning and complaining that they don't get time and a half on Saturdays.
Stop whining!
And there's survey after survey that says that people don't want to see their doctor at the weekends. Rubbish. They don't want to be ill at the weekends. That's probably the question that they were answering. Would you like to be ill on your weekend off? No, of course not. Would you like the ability to see your doctor anytime you please? Yeah, absolutely. The Netherlands has surgeries open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In addition, politicians and bureaucrats seem further removed from operative healthcare decisions in the Netherlands than in almost any other European country. What a concept. Letting experts make the decisions, as opposed to politicians. This itself could be a major reason why the Netherlands' landslide victory, said the people that compiled this report. Meanwhile, in this country, it's just meddling.
I think this is nonsense.
Yes, you would. It's embarrassing. Look at that chart there. The Netherlands have practically 900 out of 1,000 points, and we are, our number is so small, it's just, I don't even want to say it out loud. Weak. But you say that on the air, and the tsunami of outrage that you get. Oh, the NHS were fantastic. My head was hanging off by a thread. And they stroked my hair and they told me it was going to be, everything was going to be fine. Dismal.
He is a very sick and dangerous man.
Yeah, I'm very sick. I need an appointment immediately. When can you see me? 3 weeks.
Oh,
no. John in Hendon says, you wanted to see your GP if you should have asked him when he was next playing golf. I swear, they just never show up for work. GPs. When is the GP in? Well, you can see him between 10 and 11 on Monday morning, and then he takes Tuesday off. And on Wednesday, he's there between 2 and 4. And on never on Thursday, and on Friday, well, only if the sun's out. This is the organisation that people would defend to the hilt. They won't have any criticism levelled at it at all. And that's probably one of the reasons why it's so bad, is because people have this ridiculous notion that it is, like I said, practically perfect in every way.